Ryu, so seems to be a ban or a champion Soren doesn't play or want to play again. But a lot of mid lane bans, and Brinka has well been taken away from Airworks here. Not a champion we've seen him play very often.
No, definitely not. And really not a champion that is particularly popular amongst European junglers. Frederick and Airwax, we'll see what they're going to be locking in a moment. Rek'Sai almost made it through. Rek'Sai taken off the table, the last ban. Now up, Lissandra up.
Janna would be an option, but
let's see what gets
Rydal most likely wants Thresh over the Janna pick here. Or he could just first pick the Thresh. It really is his #1 champion, but taking that and leaving against stuff like Gnar open for Youngbuck on the side of Copenhagen was a champion where he actually went 0-4 in the game yesterday, but still came back in team fights and had a massive impact. A little bit risky here, especially because Janna would most likely been the go-to support for Copenhagen Wolves anyway if they wanted, or the any pick for Unlimited if they wanted to engage, and not the Thresh. Because Unlimited, he never really played it, so I don't really see why you would first pick the guys.
Options available. Gnar worked for Youngbuck eventually yesterday.
Lee Sin for Airworks, he's one sit here with 3 jungle bans, sorry. Get that.
Well, we'll see if the risk pays off. Over to Giants, using their time once again. You can see the coach in the background, that is Lozark, helping the team out, making some decisions. Again, we're seeing a slower pace in the picks and bans. Again, we're seeing that huge priority on Thresh.
Oh, Team or Mordecai, so who do you want?
Frederick ran. We don't talk hovers, we don't talk those hovers. Yesterday, Frederick played Elise. It was second pick. They also highlighted Graves as an important one. They know what their solo lanes are, so maybe Giants want to buy some more time before they what their solo lanes are. So maybe Giants want to buy some more time before they lock in the counters. This time, however, they're going to go with the Graves again.
Yeah, so Whirly is going to do the same on Jax, where he starts the Raptor camp at level 1, and he gets instant level 2 or close to it, recalls, buy a few extra potions, then teleport to the top lane, and kind of overcomes this tough early laning phase where Gnar can just poke him out and gives him a small advantage, at least to get some more CS. It will still be a lane in favor of Youngbuck. But honestly, yesterday when they played Jax and Rydal in the interview after, he said, we just want to camp for Whirly and make sure he gets ahead on this Jax. It might be the same tactic. Youngbuck, we saw it yesterday, he should be ready for it today if he gets camped once again. She knows that Jax wants to get ahead.
Let's see if Youngbuck can make better use of his vision this time round. He was punished multiple times with the lack of wards. Copenhagen Wolves' bottom lane was that Annie, you already mentioned, Fisher, as well as Draven, with about 1 million stacks. Freeze was unable to cash in on the Draven.
Oh, Hecarim.
We're going to decide in a second or two what they decide to lock in.
Okay.
Remember that Lee Sin is still available, but they want Hecarim over the Blind Monk.
So that's why they didn't pick this in earlier here, because Hecarim was the go-to champion. Was buffed here in at 5.1, of course. Less mana cost on the Q, and you heal more from your W early on as well. So quite some good buffs for his jungle. And a few more cool things like Chilling Smite now, where you steal movement speed from the enemy champion. Actually gives you more damage on Hecarim with his passive as well. So quite a fun pick, and the first time we get to see it here in 5.1.
Well, this is a terrifying front line already. Gnar, Hecarim, and Braum, and you add all of their CC, damage, and utility to the mix. Freeze should, in theory, have a lot of time to do damage, as should Soren. But let's see what Giants decide.
I want to see Sivir for Freeze. I want to see Sivir for Freeze. So you have the movement speed there for the Hecarim again. You use it to make it easier for Soren on the Xerath to position himself as well in fights. And you have all that hard engage coming in from the Copenhagen Wolves. Braum as well into a Graves. If you get in front of him and block his ult and his buckshot, suddenly he has barely any damage left in a team fight.
A lot of pressure on Unlimited to use that Unbreakable of his. We did see the Ahri lock in for Pepinero, so we were anticipating that with Xerath, and I personally love the 5 hit to ensure you can get past Gnar, Braum, Hecarim, and lock down either Soren or Freeze. Let's see which AD carry gets locked in, but Giants comp is all about the single target elimination.
Yeah, but again, Giants comp here relies on them being able to flank on Copenhagen Wolves. You cannot run headfirst into a Braum, into a Hecarim, and of course the poke coming from a Xerath. So they have to be able to come around Copenhagen Wolves, surprise them a little bit, land a charm, or set up an easy engage for Frederick on this buy here. Otherwise, he's just going to get blown up as soon as he goes into the fight, and the rest of his team won't be able to follow. But it was the Ahri we talked about against Xerath. Matchup we've seen quite a lot.
This was banned.
Is he actually going to pull it out?
Oh, 2 seconds on the clock.
It is a strong lane with Braum.
Callista, and it is initiation galore. And Callista's going to be able to lock a Braum at their opponents. And we have a new champion here for Freeze. He played Draven yesterday. Gonna pull out the Kalista today. Keep in mind that Kalista did have those small changes in 5.1, the passive from your Sentinel. Slightly longer to activate it and get that damage down. And it actually hits really hard if you can sync up.
Yes, if you can sync it up here. So Braum Kalista lane we have seen a few times, not in the LCS, but in other competitive games. And it's actually a fairly strong laning phase, because as long as you get the cube from Braum and you get the stun up, you have so much time to build up Ren stacks, to do a lot of burst, and at the same time the team fight, use it, take the Braum, throw him into the enemy team, he pops his ulti, and suddenly you just catch an Ahri or Graves.
So this game is going to be all about the vision. You want Giants to have wards down to allow them to flank, and you need to have the Copenhagen Wolves have wards down to ensure they don't get flanked. I don't really know why, I'm not sure where that was going, but it worked out. The coaches, of course, we did see them leaving the stage. Interesting picks and bans phase here for the Copenhagen Wolves. They played fairly standard yesterday.
It's a little bit risky though, getting a Kalista into a Vi and Ahri. If you get caught, you die instantly. Like, there's no way for you to escape anything there, and it's not like there's insane amount of peel from Copenhagen Wolves, it's more them wanting to engage.
Well, there's the team comps on your screen. Hit us up on Twitter, guys, at LOL Esports, hashtag GIAWin, or hashtag CWWin. The power pony is in the hands of the Wolves, along with Kalista. They're looking to throw some soul-bound teammates around. We'll see how she can make that one work out. She's actually used that in the opening stages. It's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it. Unlimited has been hit with that soulbound. And there's the gates in action as well.
First time we actually see the gates is useful.
Useful.
He's running out of the base. A lot of new picks here. The Vi, of course, coming in for Frederick. It's not a champion we see too often. And of course, Kalista and Henry coming in for Copenhagen Wolves. So much engagement their side. And again, Giants, it's going to be all about them creating picks and being able to flank around with Vi and Ahri. Kind of kill at least one member from the Wolves before the fight really breaks out. Otherwise, Darn Hecarim will just destroy your backline. Safely behind with Freeze.
Martin Deficio Lunga. We may need to borrow a page out of Crepo's book, because Unlimited is playing Braum with Exhaust Smite. So we might be seeing a Chilling Smite potentially coming out of Unlimited, adding to the thematic of that 12-year-old Frozen Braum.
So Smite Braum here, it basically means you can take your camp at level 1 a lot faster and get back and not even lose a single minion. That's the perfect situation. So you get a very fast level 2 ahead of the enemy team. And you can also use it to set up your skill shot now, your Q. So when they're hiding behind a minion, you smite it as you fire your skill shot, the minion obviously dies, and you actually land your Q onto them, get the first stack of your passive, and then Freeze can go proc it, get the stun. It does mean, however, Unlimited is actually running without a flash, so he's gonna rely on Freeze being able to use his ulti to pull him in if he's being caught a little bit too far forward. Yeah.
We'll see if the teamwork between Freeze and Unlimited works out. I'm giving a Bluetooth high five to Crepo on the analyst desk. He told me about the new Smite as soon as he got to the studio a few days ago. He even said it on air yesterday. And we'll see whether or not Unlimited can actually make this work. We do see Unlimited.
And they got the minion, yeah. So they got every single minion in terms of XP here. Will be able to last it. You should get a very early level 2 and go aggressive onto Rydell and Archery here with the Graves and the Thresh. Right? Shouldn't be staying this far forward here and trying to trade. He knows Unlimited will hit level 2.
Well, he's going to take a lot of damage. Unlimited playing very aggressively in the lane. And that's a good start for Freeze and Unlimited, especially because of that risky Exhaust Smite lane for them.
Yeah. There is a few downsides, of course. Let's see what Whirling can do here once again. He's picks down his camp. And he will want to top lane because he just convert Wolves and not the Raptors this time. But again, with the Smite, once you go back, you want to have enough gold to buy your Stalker's Blade. And it doesn't really give you any combat stats other than you just get the damage from the Chilling Smite and the slow, of course, but you are fairly squishy, somewhat weak if your Smite is on cooldown as well, which of course is one of the downsides.
You calling Braum squishy? That's why it works. We'll see how it works out for him. But no, you are 100% correct. There's a potential if he gets caught by too many hooks. A lot of pressure again on Unlimited Braum. He's going to have that unbreakable shield to block some of the damage. But as it stands, Freeze Unlimited just farming their way out. Warlib's going to jump onto Young Buck. They're just going back and forth, back and forth. He's going to start on this Jax.
This really is the main champion for Whirling in this tournament in Loft. play Jax. He's actually very good at taking these early trades, making sure he always stays fairly safe while getting enough farm on the Jax. And of course, yesterday, beat out Renekton from Mimer once again. Frederick looking towards the top lane, looking towards the Jax. Copenhagen will need to expect this. Youngbuck places the ward, might be forced to flash.
And he does. So flashes the counter strike, Summoner Star blown. Successful game from Frederick, showing himself. Youngbuck tad unlucky. That down.
Frederick should just go over the Dragon Field here, or the Dragon, sorry, straight up towards Youngbuck game because he's actually staying. Of course, Xerath did show himself now. Pepinero joining in. Know there's a ward, and Youngbuck, oh, he might be a dead York.
Let's see Frederick and Pepinero coming in. Youngbuck, that's they were around. This is going to be a dead Youngbuck. First blood will be secured by Giants.
So you get ganked, you flash, and you keep pushing your lane, you keep staying forward near the Jax. I mean, you have to expect him to come back. Let's see here. Pepinero on a face check. Airwax and Soaring joining.
Oh, if the stun lands, Pepe's going to be in trouble, but he manages to flash it. And you see the Arcana Pulse putting some damage down. But listen. I know what Youngbuck and Copenhagen were doing. I heard Unlimited yesterday. It was part of the plan. No Giants are going to focus top. They're just going to let Jax get fed, and then they can win late game, right? It's what they did yesterday. It was the plan. We heard it.
It worked. I mean, the late game team fights. They did manage to win, and obviously yesterday was against a Fire. Extremely tanky. Jax a little bit different to deal with. Let's see. Teleport in the bottom lane.
He's come down. Let's see if Werlip can help out. Unlimited and Freeze are going aggressive. It's now 2-on-1. Exhaust comes down. That's a double counter strike.
He's all alone though.
Still 2-on-1. If a stun connects, Werlip's in trouble. He gets caught up by concussive blows. Rydell comes in with 100 HP. He manages to flay in. He's got in with a death sentence. Why did you do that? Audrey gets baited and forced to flash, and Copenhagen will get a kill, a teleport from Werlip, and a flash from Audrey.
But this combo here, Braum and Kalista together, when you land that stun and you just build up all the Ren stacks, you have so much burst and people don't expect it here. That was a 1v2 from Werlip once he came in there, jumping while his own bottom had already backed away. In the end, teleport used, Summoner's Pulse burned as well, and you give over a kill to Freeze.
So the question we have to ask ourselves, was Youngbuck sticking around in the top lane a bigger mistake than Werlip teleporting to a very low duo? I mean, I anticipate he was teleporting during the fight, so I can't say too much. Oh, Airwax is in trouble. Pepe's going to spur rush over. That's a dead pony. Airwax trying to counter jungle and just gives up a kill to the Giants.
Some sloppy plays early on here between the Copenhagen Wolves and Giants. You can't really invade into the enemy jungle if your own mid lane is not pushing down the lane, so Pepinero could just freely walk in and pick up a kill for himself. 2-0 now on Ahri, and remember again, he's what we would call probably the main carry for Giants. These two kills early is not a smart idea, so not a good invade by Airwax here. You can't do it if you don't control the mid lane.
Let's see how Giants play. They've got a 500 goal lead. They've got a kill advantage. They've got an Ahri who's starting to get fed. 2-0. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Pepe to actually blow up Freeze or Soren in the mid lane.
You have to remember, of course, with this double smite was the objective control is in their favor if they have to smite over Baron or Dragon, or potentially want to invade on some boss later on. There's also smite stacks up to 2 stacks, so you can use one of them in the fight and then of course save the other one for the objective. But Unlimited actually not looking for the store on the I'm gonna go for the chilling smite just yet at least.
We'll see how quickly he can get his hands on that item. Level 6 Freeze. Rydell is in trouble. One more hit will stun him. Concussive blows holds him in place. Look at those Ren stacks. Not enough for the kill yet, but we do see the Fate's call to call Unlimited to safety. Rydell survives by the skin of his teeth. Freeze and Unlimited in control of the lane. If Unlimited had that chilling smite, maybe it could have worked out. And you know what? If any team's going to run double smite, trust the team and has the wolf camp in their name to run it. But it hasn't shown exactly worth yet.
Just got a little nice poke from Greppo actually backstage, and he has a very valid point. The rent from Freeze will be the slow in, but let's get to that after Youngbuck is dead.
All right, let's go back to story time from Greppo. Oh, yeah. Flash!
So
Frederick, whoa, that was close. That was so close, but Frederick gets out alive. Copenhagen Wolves double smites, gonna start themselves off on a dragon. Nobody from Giants will reply, so this should be the first objective.
So the combo here between them,
for Graves.
Because Freeze has to slow himself,
No collateral
From his
damage.
E there, you don't actually need the Chilling Smite, but Dragon going over to the Copenhagen Wolves against the double smite.
So,
Yes, point is, there's slow from Freeze, from his Red, you don't actually see Chilling Smite from the Braum itself, which is the reason for him not going in.
why smite? Why smite? Maybe it's a misclick. Maybe it wasn't intended.
No, again, it gives you the objective control, allows you to do more aggressive trades where you can land your Qs so the Freeze can start going aggressive for stun, and of course, for the jungle camp level 1, he can get the early advantage. That makes sense.
Well,
Or on Nimble to run it when the Cripple played it before quite a lot on his stream, so he knows what he's talking about.
we'll see whether or not it pays off in a win, or whether it's just
Hurricane given as well.
That's what I was just about to say. We've even got, so you've got Unlimited, let's say borrowing from Peppo Stream, and you've got Freeze borrowing from Sneaky Stream. Unlimited going the, Freeze rather, going the Hurricane into potential bloodthirster. Get all those Ren stacks down on multiple targets and just shred through.
That's the important thing. Whenever you auto attack, extra attack on the Hurricane, also applies the debuff so you can have Brenner them. And it's so strong in the mid game if you're just allowed to sit in these fights here and just constantly auto attack. But you can still be locked down. That is the thing about
Pepe's got support.
Pepe's going in for Soren.
Doesn't land the charm, continues chasing with Spur Rush. Soren's taking a lot of damage, but here comes the Power Pony. And Airwax's presence is going to force Pepe to take the Lantern. Giants, they're playing aggressive. Giants are the ones making the move, forcing Copenhagen Wolves to react. Youngbuck gets jumped on, Counter-Strike running. Werleby's got damage down, double Dorans is burning through. Youngbuck forced to flash. Werleby's thinking about it. He flashes, he leaped, he scored!
Just like yesterday.
Werleby gets the kill. Youngbuck, it's the feed to win strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, Darien 2.0.
Giants are basically playing the exact same way we did yesterday here. You camp for Werleby in the start, you get a few kills, he will now handle everything on his own. I mean, Airwax walks up, smacked in the face by a Werleby and backing away. And obviously Peponero just able to roam around from this mid lane, getting a kill here.
Oh, Frederick is about to find Airwax. He's got Assault and Battery available. He's charging. He goes in. Airwax, you're going to get Frederick with the timing. Oh, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You can't get feared when you're a Vi chasing down. Oh, Giants, this is so much fun. This is great plays from them. And this double smite strat's not working out.
Well, let's wait and see. They're winning the laning phase on their side here. Freeze will get his Hurricane fairly soon as well.
Hang on,
a lot of attacks.
Let's be fair. Freeze is going to be winning the laning phase, but Pepe's in a good spot. He's going to spur a rush to say Pepe 2-0. Vi 2-0 is played by Frederick. Werlib 1-0-2 and got the top tower. Jackson's so difficult to deal with, and Copenhagen Wolves are
not done yet.
in trouble. Oh, are we going to have another one? Youngbuck does not have Mega Nod. Here comes the charge. No stun this time around.
Jumps away here. But once again, Giants, as soon as they get the lead on the top side, they just keep invading. Keep trying to force team fights here. Peponero as well. Decided to go more non and not actually DFG for his first item, despite getting a few early kills. Just go for either Death Cap here or a very, very early Void Staff. It's such an early and cheap power spike for him that he once again also can just blow up targets.
Oh, a Limited gets caught.
Don't really want to go for that one.
Idle doesn't compensate. You can see the ghosts from Freeze flying in the background. There's 2 sentinels from a W.
Yeah, you don't want to trade at the moment here. Adre is only sitting on a pickaxe himself, and Freeze with all this attack speed already he allows him to get so many Ren stacks very, very early on. And of course maxing his E if people are wondering how to play this Kalista or Hurricane Kalista in the lane.
Again, it makes sense with the itemization with multiple stacks of
That's the whole point about it. Late game though, going for like 5-6 items, you will be selling your Hurricane, you want to sell then it's going to be more about that single target damage you do. You won't really be allowed to just sit and land multiple hits with your Hurricane onto game number 2.
Just to that point, still only sitting on that recurve bow. Frederick dashed himself over the wall, charging out the Gunbreaker. Does have Assault and Battery available. Frederick's been around the map very, efficiently. In contrast to Airwax, he's not stopping off.
Yeah, the problem is he's not even. I think so. It's 4 versus 1. He is a great Dane, however. He'll be able to survive.
That's it, right? Big damage. I should just survive 4v1. Let's see if Frederick decides to go. Flash is up. Bolt Breaker's up. Assault and Battery's up. What resources are going to use to kill Xerath?
Okay, maybe not.
That's a dead Xerath. Absolutely destroyed. And Giants are going to secure the second tower of the game. Easy peasy.
This jungle matchup is so heavily in favor of Frederick. He's just making plays left and right. Airwick's just farming. Has zero pressure in the early game.
Oh!
Unlimited.
Look at that
Has the
damage.
shield though. Has the shield.
Has managed to survive. Giants are not giving up the pressure. Continue to putting damage down. They're going to get another turret. And they grow their gold lead even more. Copenhagen Wolves have to pull another comeback win if they want to stand a chance, because they're falling very far behind. These champions, you do not want to fall behind them.
Well, over to Giants. Trying to disengage here. Let's see how it's going in and dying.
Death sentence, dead! That's it. Why not? That was an exciting kill.
Yeah, but no one Airwick's dying, at least on the pony.
Well, Xerath has
Everyone lost.
Xerath has got himself a Brutalizer and a Stalker's Blade. There's nothing else to say survivability. The Giants should get themselves an uncontested
Again,
fighter.
he's just so far behind. You want to get the Warrior enchant on Hecarim and then just go full tank from there. You can't really go 24s in the jungle unless you get so far ahead in the early game, which of course is this time around. So you will have to go full tank after the Warrior enchant. But yeah, he's going to be very squishy for the next 10 minutes. And there's a Vi and an Ahri walking around with all the ward control as well. And really any team fights very, very soon. They should be able to constantly pick you off.
Well, Giants have got
Cabernet going for it again.
the champions to make it work. He's got that for an Anomicon. Got the
Sneaking
blast.
around, it's for Airworks.
And he blow Airworks up. That DFG. Copenhagen will give this a chance. Down the bottom, that'll close the gold just a little. Much needed.
Yeah. So again, Freeze has his Hurricane completed now. But in order for that to work, he needs a front line that can actually stay alive and buy time to hit with the Hurricane and get the Ren on the 3 targets. Otherwise, you won't really do a whole lot for him. So unless Youngbug and Airwick suddenly can come back in this game here and actually become useful, then Giants game should just be able to roll over Copenhagen Wolves in a potential team fight if it happens.
All credit to Youngbug, despite 3 deaths to his name. He is only 8 or so CS behind with a wave pushing into him. You do also see that he's got a 30 CS advantage. Soren also dives on his lane, staying relevant in CS. So from a CS perspective, I think he's going to go in. He's charging the Vault Breaker. There he goes. Assaulter back. He slams Youngbug down. Youngbug flashes away from the stun. Gets some decent damage down back. Flash was burned. Get up.
Ulti ready once again for Frederick here. Not a lot of deep wards coming in from Giants. One ward around the red buffs, so it's not like they have full control of the jungle. You can see where Airwick is moving around. Instead they focus on the defensive pick wards. Much needed seeing as Kevin and Frederick are more time in the Wolves jungle than in the
The Giants, if they're not going to have to anticipate they're going to put that traffic on the turret down. As you might that it's all about the flex. It's like a little more difficult to move around the lane, the jungle, on the side of the field.
So in a standard situation, it will be about the tanks, but seeing as every member from Copenhagen is so squishy due to the tanks falling so far behind, Pepinero can just choose whatever target he wants to and just blow them up together with one other guy from Giants. That should do it for them. But they have to care about Freeze, of course. Don't just let him do whatever he wants. Yeah, that was 2 abilities from Pepinero.
That really hurt. Charm and Orb. Or 7. Death Cap, Merlinomicon. So not your standard Ahri build, but you got 160 CS, 2 kills, 2 assists, and 3 towers. In a pretty comfortable position. Pep stepping up on the LCS stage. I think he's performing, at a higher level if you have any good game in the tournament.
Yeah.
And, kudos to the guy for really sort of silencing some of the critics, myself included.
You have seen him yesterday against Blizzard. Obviously a matchup we expected him to win.
Yeah.
With Blizzard is coming in from solo queue. And Zoran today, not been the top tier mid laner, safe to say, that Pepinero has faced early on. But still been doing a very good job, but he's so aggressive. Whenever he gets a lead in the laning phase, he starts roaming around. He doesn't just sit there and farm. He goes to the top, he goes into the jungle, he looks for kills constantly. Now he's down towards the bottom lane, waiting for a piece of freeze to near his home.
Let's see if anyone from the Wolves goes down to the bottom lane.
Their way.
Limited and freeze.
Haven't seen them in a long time, guys. Just play it safe. Don't walk down there. All the traps.
That's all so far. Trying to say it's a trap, but wisely do not go down. So, credit to Freeze Unlimited. You smell something fishy. Giants have got great vision around the dragon, setting themselves up.
As well. When he's dancing around in there, trying to apply all his skills. And once again, the bottom end of the top lane same yesterday. All around Zorn did step it up with that team fight late in the game.
As the Young Bucks really had a struggle early on. Managed to bring himself back into the game mid to late. And then of course on the side of Freeze, he is the single change to the Copenhagen Wolves roster. It seems to be working out thus far. Now we haven't seen much from Jax. He's got that Trinity Force completed.
A lot of people top lane though.
Going to try and gank him. Willip gets knocked backwards. He's going to get that armor and MR. And truthfully, this is going to be a dead top lane now, or not.
Whoa,
he leaps to a wall.
Pepinero rival here.
Now the Giants are going to turn it back around. Unlimited has going to be able to
Freeze
throw that ultimate down. Let's see what can happen. We do see Brum going forward. That's the Glacial Fish down on the ground. Vi's going to re-engage. Young Buck is in trouble. Nah, throws everybody backwards. Rydell, Flash, Flay, Death Sentence, and they kill Young Buck. Everybody involved, but only the single kill. Frederick stunned up. He's going to prevent the assault and battery, but the Giants turn around what was a 4-on-1 and find themselves securing the 4th kill onto Young Buck.
This shows how far ahead they are here. As soon as Pepinero came in, Freeze actually had to save Unlimited, pull him in the ulti here, tried to re-engage. Pepinero catching Freeze.
Oh, let's see what they can make of this. Frederick has still got his assault and battery available and Limited the next target. We do see the spell coming down from Soren, but it's just not enough damage. The Giants are going to be able to take the tower down. They get themselves more gold, a bigger lead. The gambit from Copenhagen Wolves has not paid off.
No, don't go Thornmail if you are this far behind. You need to splat it, just try and survive whatever big damage coming from Giants. Flash Charm onto Freeze, beautiful setup by Pepinero, and Freeze can be dancing once he uses Flash to get away, and the rest of Copenhagen Wolves, of course, not even nearby. Do anything. And Giants once again, just like yesterday, once they get the lead, they keep playing aggressive, keep forcing picks, fights, just let the farm like they did yesterday against the Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, very, very well played from the Giants. They're accelerating further ahead. 22 minutes in, 10 kills to 1, 5 towers to 1. They've got themselves 7,000 gold. Look at those items, it's going to mean they don't let it go. So,
right here, Copenhagen was starting around here, also the red damage to Pepper staying up to an insane amount of damage from him. And again, Airways and Unlimited should be able to time the two fights together, but Willip is here.
Well, let's see what Willip can do. There's members of Copenhagen Wolves all going low. It's been secured by the Copenhagen Wolves, but what damage can Willip do?
They lost it.
2, that's 3. Willip's going to get out alive. Nice! He's shut down. Triple kill picked up. Soren forced a flash, but he's got no mana remaining. Frederick should be able to run him down with that assault.